Good morning everyone. Let us solve a problem on sections of solid. We will be solving this problem directly in this software. Take a problem. An equilateral triangular pyramid of base side 40 mm and height 70 mm rests with this base on the HP such that one of its slant edges are parallel to the VP. A section plane perpendicular to VP and inclined at 60° to the HP cuts the pyramid by passing through one of its lateral faces at a height of 9 mm above the HP. Draw the front view, sectional top view and sectional side view along with the cut solid. So to solve a problem, first we are going to draw a XY line using a line command and keeping thickness as 0.15. Remember XY line is 0.15. So I'll draw a line at some distance. We don't know how much space is required. Press escape to cancel the command. And another line will draw from the vertical direction. So you have two lines. You can name the line as x, y on x-axis or the x direction, and you can write x1 and y1 for the vertical line. And we are having vertical plane and horizontal plane. This is just a reference so that you can draw properly, but you have to indicate this later. And now if you look at the question, it is again an equilateral triangular pyramid. So you have equilateral triangle pyramid. You can draw a triangle pyramid based on different methods, either by line or by polygon. And they are given a side of the triangle is 40 and height is 70 mm when you look at the front view, and one of the slant edges are parallel to VP. If you consider this as VP, vertical plane, and we can keep one of the edges of the triangle parallel to this way. So we'll go to polygon. We under the rectangular tab, polygon by center, 3 polygon. And now roughly we'll give the dimension, or we need not give the dimension. Roughly we'll give some dimension. It may change, then later we can correct the dimension. So you have a 20 mm and we'll place in this direction parallel. It can be angle can be 60° for the parallel. Then we'll since it is given 40 mm triangle, we'll make it as 40. So all sides are 40 now. Drag the entire triangle and place it in the approximate position, because we may later we can adjust that also. Okay, now XY line is 0.15. The triangle can become we can take it as 0.5. It's a visible line. We'll take it as 0.5 so that it is visible. And all the construction line, keep it as 0.05. We'll maintain 0.05 for all the construction line, and later we'll see which is the visible line and which is axis line, etc. So to draw the front view, we'll draw every line above so that there will be construction point. Press escape for the cancel, and to identify the height of the triangle, you have to find the midpoint. So from the center, draw a line on other end, and from other axis you can draw a line on one end, and if you look at the third point, you'll have the same line. So 3 lines are there. And height of the pyramid, so since the construction from the center, now you can draw the height. It is given 70 mm height. We'll give 70 mm, and it should be axis line. So axis line you can give it as the third point, dash and continues with 0.15. Later while taking the printout, it's visible. Then join rest of the line. Remember, whatever you have done previous, it will be considered. Join with the two ends like this, with two ends. Then we'll name it before going for the further problem. Okay, naming can be done in small letters. You can take it as 3.5 A, B and C, and at the center you can keep it as O. We can arrange it properly based on our requirements. A, B and C. You can zoom in and zoom out. If you are getting disturbed with this dash dotted lines, you can hide this using relationship handle. You can hide it. Later you can take it, but this should be on maintain relationship. So you have A, B and C and O at the center, and for the front view also all these lines are visible. We can keep it as 0.5. We'll name it same thing. This will be A dash, and we have C dash, and B dash will be visible here, but A dash is not visible here. So B dash will write like this. A dash, I think you can keep it in bracket. So I'll delete this and put it again. A dash in the bracket. So we have all the commands here now. With all the values A dash, B dash, and O is pending, right? So we'll have O dash. Place the O dash at the proper location. So this is the general diagram which I already studied before also. So based on the question we are drawing the general diagram. Now if we look at the further question, you can see here further question. It is given a section plane perpendicular to VP. So this is a VP. Section plane is perpendicular to VP. That means it is parallel to HP. Our line is visible in the VP, whereas plane is visible in the HP, and inclined at 60 degree to the HP. It inclines at the 60 degree to the HP, and it cuts the pyramid. So it can cut the pyramid somewhere here, up, down, like this direction, and the passing through the lateral face at a height of 9 mm. From the 9 mm height it is going to cut. So you will draw a construction line. You will verify it's in construction line, roughly 1 line mm, and keep the distance between the first line and that line as 9 mm. So from this 9 mm you are going to cut a line. You can draw a line at this junction at an angle of, line length can be anything, you can press tab here, an angle of 63 degree, and keep sufficient, this much big is enough. So this is a section line which we are going to maintain in 0.15, and to identify the section line proper representation, end of the section line should be thick on both sides. End should be thick, it should be a parallel thick line. Zoom it and you can see properly. So when I zoomed in there is slight mismatch, so I'll redraw that again. Let it be 0.15, 0.15, and zoom it, and you can find the, in case you are not finding the intersection, you have to see properly, and it should be 63 degree. This line is a 0.15, and it should be the section line point, or you can say axis, sorry, not this line, it should be cut lines. No, we can keep this itself. Okay, fine. End of the line should be little bit thick, so I'll draw a thick line at the end. This is how we are going to represent a section line. It should be parallel. You can keep it as parallel only. Okay, if you are not getting parallel, you can click parallel command with respect to this line. So now it is parallel. Now if I on this all lines, you can see it's in parallel. So this is section line, and you have to draw an arrow mark. You can use a leader command to draw an arrow mark. This is how your section line is represented. With a symbol letter called Yes, on both sides. So this is a section line. You can draw little this last bottom line, you can draw a little bit larger based on the space available convenient. So now I cut the pyramid at an angle of 60 degree. I can mention the angle also, the angle of 60 degree. So when I cut the pyramid, it cuts the my main pyramid, and in the top view also I can see all the cutting points. Now how do I identify the cutting points? Make a construction line 0.05. Now wherever it has cut the line, draw a straight line to cut the one line at the first junction and the same at the second junction. So it has cut the vertex at two parts. Similarly on the other end, wherever it has joined, it's better to zoom in and identify the line, because others you'll get wrong point. And it has cut the vertex at this point. So it is a cutting point. So A has cut here, B has cut here, and C has cut here. So what I'm going to write is, so A cutting point I'll write it as 1, B cutting point I'll write it as 2, and C as 3. Or as per your manual, if you are getting, you'll write 1 as this part, and 2 here, and 3 here. So 3 cutting points, 1, 2 and 3. Similarly on the front view, you have 3 here, 3 is visible, 3 dash, 2 dash is invisible or it's behind, hidden, 1 dash is visible. So I have the command for all the 3 parts. So I'll place it in the proper location. 1, 3 here, so, and bracket 2 here. Okay, space may be constrained, but you can adjust. Then after cutting it, now my entire triangle I have to join 1, 2 and 3 points. So this is my new triangle. It's visible from the top view. So I can make it as thick line because it's visible. 0.5. So this is visible, and half of the vertex is also visible. All the vertex are visible. So 0.5, and draw a vertex here, small vertex, all the visible vertex. So this is the vertex and this is the vertex. So vertex are visible. So you can hatch the point which is using the hatch command later. Okay, or you have the hatch command here. You can use fill command and fill this part. So this is the triangle front view, this top front view and top view, and this is sectional front view. After cutting, how the front view top view is visible, sorry, it is sectional top view, how it is visible. So in a question, again question you can look, draw the front view, sectional top view and sectional side view. So front view is done, sectional top view is done. This is sectional top view. So now you have to draw this side view. Side view, to draw a side view, I can draw a 45-degree line here. Any line with an angle 45 degree, little bit large, sorry, the thickness should be 0.15. Now go for a construction line 0.05 and join all the, first we'll draw a triangle vertex. On the triangle vertex.